First things first, I've noticed a little bit of subscriber growth on my channel, and I want to thank the newcomers. May you be the first of many. Even that little bit of growth has made me want to present my videos in a more narratively pleasing manner, so I'm going to be working to improve my presentation. Welcome to the show. My name is Tahir Kashif. Hauntings, cryptids, and the paranormal are found on every corner of the earth. There's no shortage of stories and encounters with supernatural beings that continuously redefine someone's perception of reality and their beliefs. Every week, I'll be taking you state by state and exploring the paranormal legends of America. You know, I have a cousin who moved from Wisconsin to Arizona, and I often tease her about Arizona being a backward place where there are cryptids and aliens everywhere. Fun fact, did you know 9 out of every 10 people in Arizona is a skinwalker? Yeah, a shocking statistic, I know. And on top of that, alien abductions are so common in Arizona that you can't even go a day without seeing a coyote being pulled up into an alien tractor beam. Okay, some of that might not be true. But given the incident that happened in Phoenix in 1997, I'm genuinely surprised that that isn't true. Most UFO encounters are relayed to us by one person, maybe two, at most maybe a group. And then there usually come questions about that person's credibility. Questions like, has this person been drinking? Are they in some way inebriated? Are they prone to telling lies? And you know what? There's generally good reason that even I hesitate to believe UFO sightings, and especially those who come out of the Cold War era, because at that time, the government was trying to keep new Air Force developments under wraps, and they would rather have people think that they're UFOs rather than let the enemy know what they were developing. But in this account, the UFO activity in question was witnessed by thousands of people with very little deviation in their accounts. On March 13th, 1997, 2 formations of light were sighted in the skies over the valley and other parts of Arizona. One was shaped like a V and cruised across the sky, while the other was a series of glowing orbs that appeared in a line near the Sierra Estrella mountain range. The 2 incidents became known as the Phoenix Lights, one of the largest and best known UFO sightings in history. Thousands of people across Arizona witnessed the phenomenon, which caused such a splash in the media over the next few months and continues to be a worldwide obsession to this day. One 1997 Rocky Mountain poll indicated that 10% of people in Arizona ended up seeing the phenomenon. And something I learned recently is it wasn't just Arizona. The reason why we refer to this phenomenon as the Phoenix Lights is that they started in Nevada, and over the course of the night, people across Nevada and Arizona saw it. It was just the fact that there were the most sightings in Arizona, and Phoenix specifically, that this phenomenon came to be known as the Phoenix Lights. And on your screen right now, there is footage of, homemade footage, not homemade. There's footage that somebody took from their camcorder of the Phoenix Lights. And as you see, it's a handful of lights moving in formation. I'm not going to show the whole thing, but, credit to AZD Transfers for the video. And, you see the lights moving in formation here. And you see the city below, and then you see the lights above the city, too high to be street lights. and they're moving in a perfect formation. So, despite the public clamoring for answers about what caused the Phoenix Lights, both at the time and over the ensuing decades, no official investigation has ever occurred. And here's another aspect that I found genuinely fascinating. In 2017, actor Kurt Russell went on the BBC's The One Show, and he said that he was flying his stepson into Phoenix Sky International Airport that night and spotted the V-shaped formation while he was landing. And he reported it to air traffic controllers. And he even joked that he might have made the first official report of the sighting. So, and even Phoenix's mayor, who at first he was publicly mocking the Phoenix Lights phenomenon, but over time he admitted that he saw it too. Then Arizona Governor Fife Symington, he claimed a decade later after this event that he saw the Phoenix Lights. That he even kind of wandered away from his security and joined a group of sky watchers, and he witnessed it. The last thing I'll kind of say about the Arizona and UFO sightings is that Arizona specifically tends to have a lot of UFO sightings. They've had 5,000 UFO sightings since the 1940s. And I think the only state with more UFO sightings is Alaska. So, I seem to have stumbled into an accidental theme this week because it's all about the skies of Arizona. Thanks to my cousin, I know that Arizona boasts some pretty impressive birds like vultures and condors. But there's possibly one more type of bird that roams the skies. One with twice the wingspan of a condor, one rumored to have predated European colonization, and one said to have the power to bring storms. A creature whose story is rooted with the Ojibwe people. According to legend, the thunderbird is a colossal avian creature with a wingspan of 20 feet. That's bigger than any eagle or condor alive today, and it's said to have the power to bring storms with the flap of its wings. In many Native American cultures, the thunderbird is seen as a sacred being, a messenger between the earthly realm and the spirit world. But the thunderbird is not just a creature of myth and legend. There have been alleged sightings of these giant birds throughout Arizona, particularly near the Grand Canyon and in mountains around Flagstaff. There's Robert Martinez, a resident of Arizona who made headlines in 2014 after reporting a mysterious sighting to his local news station. He described an enormous dark bird with 15 to a 20-foot wingspan soaring above his neighborhood one evening. Others came forward with similar accounts of their own encounters with what some believe was a mythical thunderbird after word of the sighting spread. The Apache, the Navajo, and the Hopi all have their own thunderbird legends passed from generation to generation. There was another thunderbird sighting made by a particularly fascinating witness. The woman was an avid bird watcher. She said that she was driving down a 6-lane highway on her home from the grocery store when she saw what she described as an extremely large bird flying very low. It was on the same side of the road, but going in the opposite direction of traffic heading south. She estimated the wingspan to be more than 20 feet, adding, quote, it took up 3 lanes of traffic, unquote. The bird was a brownish gray color, she continued. It was light colored. I'm a bird lover, and I often go into nature with my binoculars to explore birds. I love birds, and I know what cranes, eagles, and hawks look like. This resembled a crane, but had a longer neck. The wings were massive. It was flying so low, I was concerned that it would fly into a car, but it just kept soaring. She didn't have time to grab her cell phone to take photos, explaining that she couldn't simply stop in the middle of the lane. In retrospect, though, I wish I had done a U turn and followed it. I regret not thinking that at the time, she said. The Arizona resident indicated that the bird definitely looked out of place, and after looking it up online, she said it appeared very much like the, oh my god, this word, Ologint. Oh man, this word. Although just seen dinosaur, Pelagonris sandersi, a bird that lived in North America 28 million years ago. It looked and felt almost like it was prehistoric, she insisted. When I found the illustrations of that bird, it looked almost exactly like that. Now, dear audience member, I leave it to you. Do you think a long-lost mythical bird can be out there? I mean, fear can do weird things to a person's mind. It can distort a view of something that can be otherwise normal. Maybe even a seasoned bird watcher can misidentify a species. Or maybe our world is more mysterious than we think. So that's going to do it for today. And I'm going to do the YouTube stuff. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers by October. And, if you like and share the video, I would deeply appreciate that. And it would go a long way towards helping me with that goal. So, until next time, all the best. Peace.